Hello everyone and welcome back to Airport CEO, where we are continuing construction here on our first terminal. Don't know how far we will get today on getting this overall shape laid out. Again, we are left with our little pixel art guy, but hopefully that'll change as we add more and more details and kind of round him out. You know, does this look like a Doduo to you? Pokemon? No? Okay. Maybe it's just me. Alright. So, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be expanding out some of the foundational elements here so that we can hopefully, I don't know, get some services and things set. So, let's do a 3x4 room here and a 3x4 room here. We'll add a double there and a double here. Alright, and these just 1x2s, these will be restrooms in the long term. We will add a 3x4 on this direction as well. And these 3x4s, they'll probably end up being restaurants and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool to do. So let us go ahead and, I guess, delete this space through there so they can actually access these rooms a bit. Wall, we're going to have to remove this wall, move it inwards like this so that it actually kind of becomes functioning. Alright, we're probably going to have to do the same on this side. Quick enough, I think. Alright, and this will open up these thoroughfares. Pretty cool. And then finally, we'll do like a 2x3 here, a 2x3 here, and then a terminal kind of section, terminal kind of section, and we should be good to go. At that point, let's get some large doors in some areas. So this will be kind of a restaurant section, possible eatery here, possible shops too. You know, you never really know you're gonna really get into. Get a small door there and here. Now this wall came over a little too far, so we'll kind of trim that back. Same thing with this one, right? Yeah, we want things to be 3 wide down here for the bathrooms. So we'll get some more doors in those sections, and then a couple large doors here. And let's call in the boys. So deploy all contractors, just like that. And they should appear shortly. You can see we have a lot of boxes here. Just every little corner of the box gets slightly turned to where it looks like a ninja star just flying through the air. Alright, here comes the lads. Come down, turn around. Pull in and just get to work. Look at them go, just like that. Eventually, I do want to move kind of these depot areas kind of tucked away into more of a staff-only section. That would be pretty cool. That way we're not flooding the parking lot with a whole bunch of ants like this. Alright, so that should speed things along here for a little while. And let's go ahead and grab some foundational elements. So this will be the actual moment where we can talk about adding the medium stands. Check these out. Wow. Those are pretty big, aren't they? And for how small of our airport is, it's kind of weird looking. Tell you what we'll do is maybe for now we can keep things a little bit smaller, at least in this section of the airport. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense either. It doesn't really make much sense. Look at all the general aviation aircraft we have taken off, though. They are really working to make us some money, which is really good. You know, we have quite the line going through there, so we'll keep speed up a little bit higher. Alright, so we have all this stuff kind of going in. Let's go ahead and actually get a public road over in this direction. So to do that, we're going to have to delete this sidewalk there. And we're going to go over to about there and then switch over to service road in just a moment. Actually, let's delete that and just start pure... No, because this whole checkpoint thing needs to go from concrete to service road. I mean, I suppose we could just do it right there, right? So let's just make sure that gets all destroyed. Alright. And then we'll be able to hook just that kind of toll road there. We might have to rework this whole setup eventually over time as well. You know, a lot of this stuff is kind of temporary in some sense. Let's get a small ATC. We could fit one in here. You know, just tucked in. That would be cool. We could probably do a vehicle depot on the other side. Or just really right here, if you think about it, right? Just next to the air traffic control. But really, I think tucking it in on one side or the other would be kind of nice as well. So, you know, just for balance sake, we'll start that over here. And then we will grab some service roads. Now, these are going to be asphalt, I believe. So kind of like that. And then let's go ahead and continue the foundation of our terminal all the way out to there. This one pretty much the same. And you know what? We can do this one as well. Not quite sure where we're going to end up putting the runway. We could do another vertical one. Kind of north-south kind of runway. We could also potentially just do a horizontal out here eventually. But I have a feeling we're going to need multiple anyway. So it could be cool to have kind of a T-junction at the top with a runway and everything else kind of services and facilities. That might be the way we go with it. Wow, all those planes waiting to leave. We might need a second runway for the General Aviation Airport. It is pretty packed back there, isn't it? Alright, so we have plenty of rooms getting built here. We're spending a lot of our money doing so. A bit of a problem. So let's go into assigning some of these rooms and what they will be. So let's go ahead and what happens in this game when you put a wall next to a wall? Does it kind of freak out a bit like it did in Airport Tycoon? It does a little bit. That's alright. I think that's perfectly fine. Here we can just simply delete all that. So this remains a thoroughfare. We have the rooms laid out, which is good, so we can just start copying some bathroom tiles. So floor. And which tile did I use? Is it this one? You know what? Let's have different tiles for the interior bathrooms than we do on the kind of exterior pre-security bathrooms. That could be nice. Here, I need to make sure to do that and that. So these people can have some bathrooms as well. So small door, small door. And then we're going to grab a floor. And continue our marking of this two-way path tile kind of system all the way down, because I am a creature of habit. Oh wow, that's a little weird how it kind of juts there, but that's okay too. You know what? It's okay to have some asymmetry in spots. And we'll do that. That all the way down like that. And from here, I guess we can just copy that area. Right, this is kind of the tile we are using for just the walk-through spots, which looks pretty cool. It looks like our guy is gaining a massive hat of some kind, which looks really weird. But it's fine. You know, we don't judge here on the Uthris channel. Add some connecting blue just to kind of divvy up where the doors lay and how it interacts. Kind of always like that look. All the people are, for some reason, having a meeting in the restroom area. Don't know why they think that is the best spot for them, but they do. It's okay. Alright, now at this point, we'll grab some more blue. Walk that all down. And tear down this wall. Looking pretty nice. I think at this point we can add that security checkpoint, right? So we go to infrastructure. I think it is just like this. And then service road asphalt. Just like that. We'll go ahead and get a bit of a fence laid out. Though I wouldn't mind some parking areas in here for staff. I don't know if they're actually functioning or anything like that, but it could be something to consider. You can also add some airport screens. Here, here, and here. Just so people can maybe find their flight a little bit easier. Looking pretty good. Let's add some more floor tiles. Coloration. Speed up the process so that we can actually get them to tear down this wall a little bit quicker than they are now. Alright. Look good. Let's go ahead and get some of these construction workers out of here. Cool. Off they go. Man, this runway is just getting really backed up. In fact, the maintenance on it alone is starting to become quite expensive due to just all the planes constantly landing and taking off. Kind of interesting to watch that develop, but eventually this will become more of a concrete section and this will be more asphalt, so we still get a separation between the two sides of the airport, you know, the commercial side and the general aviation side. As we progress into nighttime yet again. Alright, so now at this point we need to start thinking about the actual terminals a bit because that's just starting to become a little bit of a problem. So what I want to do is get some small stands. And I think what I'll end up doing to be honest, is something kind of like that. What that's going to allow us to do is connect a roadway along here. A service road of some kind that we can kind of wrap around close to this area. Now, does the large stand, the medium stands, it does have a service road. So that's good. We're completely broke now, by the way. Bit of an issue. And then here, we'll do some small commercial flights on these 2 pads. And then we'll do 3 medium pads up here. Possibly a 4th on the opposite side and a 5th at the top. So this branch is going to be the longest. This one's going to be a little stubby. This one's going to be a little stubby. And we'll see how everything works together in just a moment. Okay, so we need a lot more money. Let's take a look at possibly getting a loan. Let's take a look. $690,000 with an interest of 5%. Hourly cost of $3,252. Total cost $390,000. So if we just if I take that, we had to be really quick with our whole layout, get that whole thing done, and move on. Do I have a vehicle over here? Why? Do vehicle trucks kind of teleport to whichever side they just want to be on? Is that a thing that they do now? Something to consider. Black magic. So we have our second air traffic control tower for our main airport. Is there any other kind of cool kind of zones that we could do? It'd be so cool to just put the loading zone in here. That's okay. Not really worried, overly worried about it. Of course I'm worried about it. Tell you what, let's take this loan out. Alright, so we are going to accept this because it's 100% a mistake. You guys know me. I like to do that. Alright, first things first, we need a runway. Runway. So we are going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. So that's gonna take almost all of our money to do. Well, 100,000 of it, a decent chunk. We now need to think about getting a taxiway, which is of course going to be asphalt, because this is going to be the fancier side of things. So we're going 3 by 3 here, all the way up, all the way down. Oh yeah, totally taking our money. And just like that. So that is runway number, hold on if I can get right over here. Looks like number 36R and 36L currently is what we have over here. Alright, so that is looking pretty good. Here we need some taxiways, right? So we'll, first things first, we'll do 3 by 3, right? Get kind of an L-shaped section in there. And then to connect this point, really, I'm not sure. I could, in theory, just kind of do this, right? So leave that nice and open. Possibly just do something like that. I mean, that looks fine. Not ideal, but fine. I wonder if I can get a small landing pad here, because I wanted one here. Doesn't look like it. Well, shield. And really, these are kind of in the wrong spots. I wanted little terminals to come out first. But this is kind of the general aviation commercial side of things. So what I'll do is actually... Can I demolish this? Yes. Demolish this? Yes. We're gonna have to call in all. And then we're gonna get some foundations built real quick. Just so I remember to do this next time. So a 5x2 foundation, I think, is gonna be kind of the access point. And then we can do something like that. Alright, let's really speed up time. We're losing a lot of money per hour. But that's pretty normal. We did take a decent loan. By decent, I mean really, really expensive, to the point that it's probably going to be quite detrimental. But we'll find out how that kind of gamble pays off. Tune in next time to see if Uthris has done screwed up. And there is our terminal going that way. So in fact, these are all going to have to move as well. I'm going to shift everything a little bit away. Alright, so we have that, and then we can do... We're going to have to leave a 2 gap, and then a 5x2 there. Okay, so now we're totally free to get some proper stuff going on. There we go. That'll look okay. Now we get the stands, which again, asphalt. They're so expensive though. Do we really have to bother with asphalt? I mean, really? Do we gotta? Do we gotta? I think we do. Alright, there we go. So that kind of fits the small commercial side of things. And then we'll start doing large commercials as we go farther down. I know it probably doesn't make sense to do small commercial like this at all. I'm probably getting a little bit of yelling from those of you watching, being like, Uthris, you're really dumb, your airport design makes 0 sense, and you're fired. That's okay. I'm gonna have to take this runway as far over as I possibly can, just to make it work. Alright, now let's get our taxiways again. Asphalt. Wow, look at how expensive this is. But the sooner it's all set up, the sooner we can say, I don't know, it's done. Is that the phrase? Is that what people say? I think so. Alright, and something like that. And something... Screw it. We had to have something line up for once. Oh, the money. Oh boy, that's a lot of money gone. That's a lot more than I thought. But it's okay, it's okay. We'll just build it, get it set up, and we should then be good to go. Let's also set up our service road, which again has to be at least concrete. No, well, asphalt's the same cost, so we can use asphalt. Yeah, something like that. And that. And that will look okay. And that too. Sure. Alright, it's becoming day 8, slowly and surely. See, I don't like this. This is bothering me a little bit. right? Because we have these planes being parked right here, and the pushback, they're gonna clip through each other, and that's no bueno. What I may have to do is demolish this, yes. Mark this, and we'll scoot it forward a little bit. Because if you take a look at this thing right here, I mean, really we could just make part of the building itself the terminal. So we need to move it forward 2, which happens to be the exact distance this whole thing is. Great. Totally amazing. So we will destroy those foundations. We'll build a wall here. And then I guess we can just kind of do the little pinch early, and this will be the actual seating area with the gate and everything. It'll look okay. Trust me, it'll look perfectly fine, nothing wrong. Let's add the pushback point. Now, it's a little weird that the pushback point is going to go into kind of the main taxiway, right? You know, attach a boarding desk. Yeah, probably I do. Yeah, he's probably right. Let's now take a look at adding that actual small stand again. Asphalt, because I'm dumb. Oh, silly me, I forgot to get rid of my walls. There we go. Now we can add the proper walls back. Oh, I guess I need to get rid of these ones too. I guess deleting the foundation doesn't necessarily remove the wall. Fun fact for you kids out there. Take out the floor, the wall will remain. Alright, how much money we got? Not that much. We're going bankrupt very quickly. It's winter! Holy cow, it's winter! I didn't even notice that. When did that happen? When did that happen? I didn't know there were seasonal changes. That's really cool, though. Okay. Well, it's winter now, folks. Take a look at that. That looks pretty good. Good job on them. I always enjoy season changes in games. People need to keep that in mind. Alright, let's, we only have a couple minutes left in this episode, so we'll try and get this at least set up a bit. And then we will move into stage 2, which is, of course, next episode, we'll start accepting some commercial flight contracts. So we'll have 5 commercial landing pads, spots, parking spots, areas, words, and that'll be interesting. We'll actually get to start seeing the parking lot in action, and just look at those snow landing marks. That's so cool. All right, really speed up time, because this this runway was super expensive. It's gonna be grass to start, so that still needs upgraded, which is again super expensive. Okay, so we have that right up next to the building. We can now go ahead and reconstruct our small stand with asphalt. Really should have started out with grass and then just upgraded them later, but you know, why not? Just go full ham on it, right? Why is it raining in winter? Like, I'm getting the, hey, it's raining sound, but it's winter. Could we not? Could we not get that sound? Alright, now checkpoint. Which means I need to get rid of my sidewalk to there. That way it'll actually connect like we did here. And I want this loop for service vehicles to go around. I think that'll look pretty cool to see them kind of travel the whole length. Look at all the little ants go, constructing our runway and taxiways back through there. Pretty neat. Too bad we're broke. fact, we're almost beyond broke to the point of we can't afford anything. So you know what? Let's push our money into the negative while we still can. Okay, so we're gonna need we're gonna need some check-in desks, right? So check-in. And same thing here and here. All right. Would be kind of nice to know if they did kind of the self-service check-in area. Those are always pretty handy. We're gonna move the baggage claims, I think, to these larger rooms here because I kind of forgot about the check-in points. So that's my bad there. We'll get some boarding desks over out here near the secure zones, which we need to actually place the rest down and actually make this building a little bit more safe, you could say. There we go, and that'll start forcing people to go through the security checkpoint to actually get into this back area. All through here. And you can see we have, yeah, something. I think we need to secure zone these little areas where the runways kind of touch the building. Wow, look at that. Is that just dirt on the ground from construction? Our place is so messy. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and get the boarding desks into place. Of course, as central kind of as you can. And of course, they don't quite line up. That's fine. That's not gonna bother me at all. Nope, not at all. There we go. So we got the boarding desk placed, and that means we just need some gate seating, I guess. Okay, we can't do gate seating. It's not really gonna be good for that, so we'll have to use sofas. I mean, really, I doubt people would complain if seating in airports were all sofas. I'm pretty sure people would be a lot happier, in fact, if they were. Sofa, 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 sofa. There we go. At least it'll look proper from far away, and then people will zoom in. It's like, dude, this is like the most comfy airport you will ever sit in. All right, how much money are we losing? We're just losing all the money. All right, so there we go. We won't fill the whole thing up with sofas. There's really no point to just yet. So we'll hold off on that until then. Let's get the rest of the taxiways built, which are, of course, asphalt. Good. This is gonna be interesting, folks. I don't know how this is gonna go. Our runway's not even built yet, and we need to look at possibly procurement here. I thought I had a procurement director, but apparently the board, no, we do. Do I have to be playing to actually procure things to prevent? I do. Alright, so we don't have to worry about baggage claim right now. People will just carry things on with a backpack. I'm not going to worry about the Jet A1 fuel service either. At least at this very moment. I just want planes to land and then, you know, leave. Because I don't want them to stay for very long. So that is working. And we'll just fast forward time as much as possible so that work can be done here. As our construction workers quickly take materials out there, and we are losing so much money right now, it's not even funny. How's the condition of our general aviation field seems to be holding up in the snow. Actually, okay, well there's a giant skid mark there, guys. It's all right. You know, I said this episode was gonna end in like 2 seconds, but yet here I am. And yeah, here I am. Hey, look, it's a grass runway. We made it. We did it. Turn off general aviation. They aren't allowed to land on this one. Okay. So we need to wait for some desks to get set up. Like for example, this one. We can turn on this one. We'll connect to a stand, which is the one right there behind it. All right. And then we'll turn on commercial. Bop. Just like that. It is set up to security, which is cool. And let's go ahead. We will, I guess I need to rebuild the wall right there. Oops. My bad. And then we can look at getting a secure point. Somewhere to make this thing actually think it is safe. Let's get a door, maybe. So we'll get a large door, large door, large door, and large door. Because I think this, for this stuff to work, it requires kind of a security bit in here. I'm not gonna really get to any other way. Alright, well that's done at least, so now we can do the checkpoint. Or maybe not, because 100% of the sidewalk's interfering. Bit of an issue. You guys done with the northern part? Nope, not quite yet. Y'all working real hard. Up there. Oh, we good? This stand is deactivated and cannot transfer passengers. Why, stand, I'm pretty sure the point is there. I thought. Requires attack. Oh! I forgot to set up the taxiway points. Silly me. Wow, take a look at that. That's all right. There we go. Man, it's like I've never done this before. And just like that, should be okay for this very moment. We are going down to like our final penny, folks. All right, let's right-click holding points. Kind of don't like the whole taxiway mode disappearing from that moment. More holding area. Then I guess we'll just put the holding points like right there, essentially, and right there for now. There'll probably be more, and it'll probably be way more complicated than necessary the longer we go. So we're going to go ahead and open this runway. We are going to open the stand. It opens. Look at that. Okay, we are going to connect stand to here. I'm going to connect this stand to here. And to here. And then we are going to open this one, open this one, and open this one. Accepts commercial, accepts commercial, and accepts commercial. Well, look at that. We are now open for some commercial flights. Look at the trees. They even change color in winter. Anyways, that's it for today's episode of Airport CEO. I hope next episode you guys are excited for the grand opening of our airport here, where our pixel guy is gaining a very large hat. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. And leave a comment down below, leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more creative goodness, and I will see you all in the next video.